Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Want to welcome everybody to the show. We got an awesome show tonight. Tonight's show we'll be talking about the sacrifices of success. The sacrifice of success. You know, it's gonna be an awesome show playing tonight. Tonight we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn.
That's right.
Yes, we got on all the platforms, man. So welcome everybody. It's gonna be a great show tonight. Before I get started, you know, I rehashed the previous week, but first I want to say happy birthday to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
I deserve a clap for that.
Gonna get it. Gonna get it.
That's right. I finally went over the hill.
Man.
I'm one year over half a century.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, boy. Hey, when I hit 51, I'm moving like this brother. Hey, I'll be happy. And I do want to let y'all know. Y'all know I told you started acupuncture a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you, I really feel like going dancing. I mean, I can really do some real crush groove shit.
What I tell you, acupuncture is your new drug. Now you know why they do heroin.
You have no clue how my knees feel.
Right.
You know, but happy birthday, brother, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. Listen, I want to let everybody know we are hiring for tax season. I got the links out there. I'm going to run a live feed tomorrow also, but Majestic Business Service and Majestic Accounting Services, both my tax businesses, they are hiring right now for tax preparers. I'll make another video out there and do some posts and stuff like that. So anybody interested in becoming a tax preparer, I have everything posted again, but I am hiring right now, and I do a lot more fees and a couple live fees within the next couple of days also. The course, How to Start Your Own Tax Business, was launched last Friday, so I'm super excited about that and everything.
Right whoa. Last Friday, what date that was launched? What day was that? The 26th?
The 26th.
Oh. It's about time you got
that 2 years in the making.
Well,
2 years, we got it out there.
It's done now.
And I'm pretty proud of the product I put out there.
Right.
And but it's out there. So if you are interested in starting your own tax business, that link is out there. I need to put I'm gonna have another live feed in regards to it too. But if you are interested, you can go to any one of my social media platforms. I got links for it. Definitely, you know, Facebook, Instagram, even on the YouTube channel, you can go to the community section. I got a link for it also. But also, I need to make sure I'm putting it in the description section of all the videos right now. And do what we're doing. I'm just sitting there thinking and stuff. But we finally got that out of the way. But I just want to tell everybody thanks for all the support with that. Now,
let me say what's up to Underground Prince. He said, hey, y'all.
What's
How
going
you doing,
on?
Underground Prince? Appreciate you tuning in.
What's going on? I like that name. That's some player stuff. Underground Prince.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now, good evening to everybody, no matter what platform you're streaming on. Again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn and stuff. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's going to be an awesome show tonight. But the main thing that I want to tell everybody, we hit a goal that we've been working on. I've been pushing and begging everybody to help me get it. We hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Mr. Chuck, don't say it so loud. Don't say it so loud. We hit
20,500 on YouTube. That's not an easy feat to do, man.
20,500.
Right.
Man.
In less than in a year.
In a year, we started the year off at 2,000. My goal for the year was 10,000. And we at the end of the year with 25, we probably had over 21 by the end of the year. So I just want to tell everybody from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. And coincidentally, in the past probably month, we went from 15 to 17,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh. Hey, that ain't no drop of the bucket either.
You know, we 4 years in the game, man, and hey, man, Lab, brother, man, I appreciate you, bro. I love you to death, man, and I appreciate it, man.
You know,
like
I love you too, bro.
Yeah, man, but this is
that's hard grinding though, right there. That ain't no. I think people really need to understand how hard when you sat down and looked at it, you say, you know what, I'm finna get in it. You got in it.
Well, and that's kind of like what the inspiration, kind of like what tonight's show is, because what the reason why I really want to get into everything in regards to that, because I get reached out a lot so much in regards to people. Hey, I want to start this, I want to do this and that, and I just don't think people understand the correlation. It's great being a business owner. It's great having your own thing, no matter what level. If you're doing something as a hustle, side, you full entrepreneur, however you dibbling dabbling, whatever, it's great. But I just don't think people understand the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, you have people that have successes,
Mm-hmm.
especially people that are in the limelight, people on TV and movies and stuff like that. They don't. They share the fun part. You know, the nice clothes, the pretty women. The women they got their their what do you call them thing when they get their butt fixed? BBM, BB, what the the Brazilian butt and the BBLs, whatever. They show all that and all that and everything. Everybody like, cool, I got to get that. The yachts, the boats, the jewelry, and all that stuff, but they don't show the BS. The late nights and all that stuff. And I want to have that discussion tonight.
I gotta say, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mama. Your mama said happy birthday to me. Thank you,
okay.
Mama. I feel so special. Your mama said happy birthday to me.
What's up, Mama?
Hey, Mama.
What's up, Mama? Yeah.
Carry on. Mama come first.
Mama on punishment.
Oh, okay, well.
Mama on punishment. Mama.
You ain't on punch with me, Mama.
Mama mess with you. You had a unique Thanksgiving dinner. Mama slept. Kind of the moxtails.
Oh, Lord.
Mama overslept cooking the oxtails.
Oh.
I opened that pot, that was a neck bones. Nah, them oxtails. Shit,
Got your mouth all ready for some oxtails.
Damn sick ox. I love you, Mama. I was just talking to her when I was talking to her about that on the way to the studio. But yeah, man, I really want to talk about that. Tonight, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. You know Mr. Short Dollar. We talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. We got over 300 videos on the YouTube channel. Videos covering business, finance, business operation, business management. We got a grant playlist with over 150 grant opportunities on the grant playlist. A lot of great information we have listed currently, especially with the grants, and we got a lot coming down the pike. But again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Mr. Short Dollar and stuff got a lot of great information with doing it. One quick housekeeping rule that I always have to state when we do the show: if you got any questions outside of what we're talking about tonight, I really want everybody to be interactive and interacting with the show. But if you have anything that you want to discuss that's outside of what we're talking about tonight, hold up to the end of the show, and I will answer any question that you may have regarding business, grants, finance, or whatever. At the end of the show, I always open it up and I answer any question for you, okay? So if it's not dealing with the sacrifice for success, just hold up. If you got anything dealing with the PPP or the idle, anything like that, or anything with grants or whatever, just hold up for me. But I promise you, I will answer all your questions at the end of the show. So again, tonight we're talking about the sacrifice of success. And, like I said, what kind of inspired me is a lot of times people, want to get in business or they want to have different successes in their life. And I just think that so much is put on the actual result as opposed to the journey to get to the result or the process to get there. And again, when you have so many people that make a living showing the results.
The results.
And not necessarily showing the process, what goes into it, it's very hard because a lot of people get into certain situations. Not that I think people want to quit. I just think they underestimate exactly what it takes to become successful. So that was the premise of tonight's show. And I think back when I had seen this was a couple of years ago. It was a documentary on Dave Thomas. That's the president and owner, founder of Wendy's. And what we were discussing was, it was his family talking about the whole journey they had from Wendy's when he started off. Been a local burger guy, and then had the franchises and stuff going on. And what stuck with me, this is over 10 years ago when I seen this documentary. And what stuck with me when you had all his kids, he had, Wendy was one of his daughters.
Right.
And how I think he had like 5 kids, and none of the kids had like probably any interaction with this man growing up because he was so engulfed with building this empire.
Okay.
He was never around.
Okay.
And it was just hearing that, just the family, hey, we love dad, but they really never, ever dealt with dad. Mom pretty much ran the house. Dad came home, when he came in town, because they opened franchises up everywhere, and they just didn't have any, they loved their father, but they had no interaction with it. And that was damn normal to them.
Right.
And to hear them just, just some things they just didn't know about their father. And keep in mind, this is dad on the tail end. He getting ready, he's older.
He getting ready to retire.
He get ready to die.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he, like I said, the kids, all them in they, 50s and 60s.
Okay.
So, they had missed so much, but he had built all this kind of stuff. And the unique thing about that was, I don't know if we say good or bad, I didn't see maybe one or two of the five that were really even interested in this damn burger shit.
Oh, yeah. I think it's only two of them that's even involved with it.
Yeah, and that was really just, unique. Same thing here, but with the Waltons and stuff like that. And I just think when people get so engulfed with what they want to build for themselves and do it, they have no clue of what it takes to become successful. You have the things that, the normal things you hear, work hard, put a good effort in and all that kind of stuff. Everybody I think a lot of time is effort related or, the chicken tastes good, something like that. But the actual, I won't say bad stuff, but the undesirable stuff, you hear me all the time say, I work 20 hours a day, so I don't have to work 40 hours a week.
Right.
I say it all the time, and I'm cool with that. And I can understand my two oldest sons. My two younger sons don't see it so much because, I'm kind of, solid with everything now. But I know my two oldest boys who haven't shown an interest in getting in the tax business, they seen daddy, stay up all damn night doing taxes, go and do this and leaving one place to promote this, leaving radio station and doing all this other kind of BS, going to their football games. I went to their games and I coached all my kids, but just falling asleep everywhere, doing that, then trying to go to school. They seen the real grind. My younger two sons ain't really seen that. They see me working hard, but they didn't see the BS.
The BS.
Now my older sons, they look at it like, shit, I don't want to get into that.
They don't want to have no pause.
No pause.
Right.
So now understanding like that was just what it takes. Now they want to do things, but and I always try. Hey, now if you want to get there, that's what it takes. Cause what's the adage everybody says? Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I tell my kids, I do what the hell I want to damn do.
Right.
But for me to get here, I did so much stuff that I didn't want to damn do.
Right.
I get up when I want to get up. I go if I want to go work out. I do that and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And when it's time to get on, I get on. But brother, to get to that point, Dad had to go through everything.
Right.
And so many people will say that. I just think it's cliche. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do? Like, let's keep it real. Majority of people walking here doing what the hell they have to do.
That's true.
And so when we sit here and talk like that, we got to understand, like, for you to do what you want to do and be, kuta matata like that, you got to go through some things. And that's why I want to have this discussion tonight, because I get too many phone calls. Well, I want to have this. Because when folks call me, woo, they are, I'm starting this business up, I have this company going on. Then I'm also got this company. I might have run them all in a conglomerate. And then I might, might be an umbrella we're doing. I'm thinking to myself like, huh? Shit. I mean, been working their whole life,
right.
Don't know shit about business systems and everything.
Right.
And they got
12 companies.
They got their 8 LLCs. Man, this shit crazy.
Right.
Like, hey, man, do you know how to run a business?
Right.
I ain't talking about a little side money. You know, you talking about making all these. I'm like, whoa.
Right.
And clueless. I mean, and I love that whole optimism and hope aspect. Because you got hope, you ain't got shit. But being realistic, I don't think most got it. Hey, y'all, let me stop pause for a second.
Hey, this is fire water.
I got this Belvedere scotch. And Lab is drinking scotch with me.
Yeah, I'm sipping. I'm not drinking shit. I'm sipping it.
This is his birthday. We hit 20,000 subscribers.
Right.
I got DJ Lab drinking
some
scotch.
Right.
And I know it's biting them.
It's biting
I
too.
know it's biting them.
You see how much you put in there? How much gone? The same amount you put in there, just about. I still got the same amount you put in. I've been sipping on it.
Now you gotta embrace it, lad. You gotta embrace it.
I'm
man.
trying to.
You gotta embrace it. That's exactly what it. I told you the Pilgrims gave the Indians.
Right.
When they hit Plymouth Rock.
I see why.
Yeah. One day later, like I just said, they took all the women, they furs, the corn, every damn thing.
And made them think it was them who wanted to do it.
Yeah, gave them that white man fire water, boy. They took everything from them Indians.
Right. That's exactly what it is too. Burning my soul up.
Nah, man, but it's real cool, you know, when I think about just being successful, and we look at the word success. Success is defined as the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose. Mm-hmm. So when you set out a goal, and you know that can be something that you put out vocally, something you kept in internally, something you may have shared with people, whatever, and then when you have that thing out there and you accomplish, that's success. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody. I always say success is kind of like a gray word. Mm-hmm. You know, because I can't measure lab success because what makes lab feel good makes lab feel good.
Right.
Ain't got nothing to do with Poochie. So at the end of the day, me sitting there trying to, why would you do that? Why? You know, that's what you wanted to do.
Right.
And that's for everybody. You know, if you have a business, you have a goal to sell 5 cakes, that's cool, and you feel great about it. That's what you set out to do. Cool. Mm-hmm. Now when we put in certain metrics, I want to do this, I want to do that. We got to be realistic in regards to say we want to get funding or different other measures we got to make. But just your goal or what you set out to do. That's your goal. And if you make it, that's it. My goal, again, we talk about the YouTube channel. I just wanted 10,000 subscribers.
Right.
I was cool. There's no one in hell I thought about that. When we exceeded it, then you reset a couple things. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, if I don't get it, and I'm not saying it's the case, but if I didn't get one more past 10,000, I was happy. That's still been my,
that's your goal.
That's my point. Exactly.
Right.
And we all have those. You know, some we just be like, okay, that success can be, you know, my children graduated from high school. You know, I got a promotion or whatever and everything. So whatever you set out for be success, that's fine.
That's right.
You know, you're the one that determines that. The thing, and I think people get caught up in that so much when we hear, you know, this is a successful person, this, that, and that. Too, because you got people making tons of money out there, and I've seen a lot of them got a lot of money, big houses and all this stuff, and they're miserable as shit. And you got some people, you know, ain't got a pot to piss in. Happy as hell.
Right.
Oh, happy as hell. Happy as hell.
I said once, I think I want to explore the homeless thing because they don't have any words, and sometimes some of them just seem to be just as happy as you can be.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any words. I met a homeless guy when I used to work at, and I'm sorry to get off topic, but I've been drinking firewater. I met a homeless guy when I used to manage shopping centers, and talking to him, and he was like, he was an astrophysicist, but his mind just exploded, and he preferred to live homeless. Had the capability of doing much more, but he said that he was so much happier with not having to worry about any accomplishments or stress, or trying to accomplish this or trying to maintain that. But he was already an astrophysicist. Mm-hmm. Once he got his degrees and all that, PhDs and all that, he said he was done.
You know, and it's funny you say, remember I always tell you, like growing up on our Bankhead, and you know, they had the Rialto Theater downtown. You hit the 50 Bankhead, you go downtown, had the Rialto, where they had the movie theaters at. That's where one of Georgia State's downtown campuses is at now. Okay. Well, the Rialto's still there. I think Georgia State bought Rialto. They have their theatrical school. They use it now. Okay. But they used to be a movie theater growing up. So I used to always just be enamored. I see those men walking around with their suits and a briefcase. So that was my whole thing growing up. Like, okay, I want to have me an office downtown. You know, just downtown Atlanta, I want to have me an office. Right. I done went through the ranks, cut up and everything. I got my office downtown. I got oak, I got marble, I got Deonte Burden outside my door. Yeah. And that shit was overrated.
Right.
And you sit there like, man, I done bust my ass. I'm down in the Hurt building. Hell, I'm down in 191. You know what I'm saying? I'm nice.
Right.
You know, big pretty legs, walking around. All the guys got the suits on and everything like that. It's cool. I mean, prime downtown.
Yeah, right.
And, bro, I ain't shit, man. I just
wasn't happy there.
I wasn't happy there.
Right.
15 years in corporate America.
Right.
So I'm saying, like, it's like I just got there and stopped. 15 years, and that was my thing. Where I had just kind of set in my goal to make it to corporate America, because I was just want to wear that suit,
Right.
that briefcase. I was just the first year or two, I was like, Cook, I just felt so good
Right.
to come from where I was, and then especially not having any kind of a pedigree to grow and get there. That was just a great accomplishment. But once you get there, I could do so much more.
Right.
I ain't really doing what Pooch can do,
Right.
And that was one of the things you say, okay, this is one of the things where I felt success in attaining it. But once you get it, you say, look, man, this ain't kind of, I can be doing most stuff.
Right.
And so when we probably have our success measures set on, that was for me. But a lot of times we do have success measures set up for what other people see.
I was about to say, do you think we set our successes by what other people?
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Because
Right.
sometimes people can sit here and Pooch is doing good. You don't know what the hell Pooch is doing.
Right.
And I don't know what the next person doing.
Right.
I hope they're doing well. And everything. I don't know.
Right.
And again, my well and their well, maybe, I think they cool. They can be
Right.
like, man, shit, I need
yeah. 2 million more.
Yeah. And that's just how it is. That's what I was talking about. That's just gonna be something internally, how you view it. And a lot of times people get caught up with that image stuff. And when you do attain it to get where you want to be, I just want people to kind of understand that you have to set your mind to go through all the other stuff. Got a phone call, somebody was asking in regards to getting their business and stuff set up. And they were having all these challenges in regards to somebody wanting to, deal with them. Everybody turning me down. I can't get any help. You got to help me get these damn grants. I'm like, I can't help you get shit.
Yeah, right.
I can tell you what the hell to go look at, but I
Right.
can't help you do any damn thing. And they were just so adamant, nobody helping them. And I'm just like, if it were that damn easy, don't you think everybody have their own business? If it were that easy,
everybody do it.
Well,
I remember when I got my first grant when I was going to college. I got my first grant. That the whole process is a difficult process. Just trying to find out the right grant that fits for you was the right process, and you already given them the grant information. That in itself takes up days of time because there's thousands and thousands of grants. You just have to find out what grant applies to what you're doing and how many of those grants are they giving out.
Shit, like we tell people to go to the grant playlist,
Right.
and they still asking about, do you have this grant? Go look.
Right.
But that's
But
never
you
gonna
have to
happen.
shuffle them. They're
Yeah.
not in alphabetical order.
Yeah. No kind of skin in the game.
Right.
Want everything, and you have to understand that for you to make changes in your life that's gonna be going to a positive direction, you gotta do some uncomfortable stuff.
Right.
And are you willing to do that? And you asking yourself, what do I want in life? And you sit and say, I want to achieve these particular things. You have acknowledged it. This is what I want. The problem come up is, and this is where everybody stops at, people don't want to sit there and plan the steps to do that. Why they don't want to do that, Lab? Because now you got to be accountable to yourself.
Right.
It's easy to say, I want to make $1 million. Okay, how you going to do it?
How you going to do it? What's your plan?
Okay, what you going to do? Something. You going to save X amount of dollars each day, which going to go to X amount of dollars each week, go to X amount of dollars each month, X amount of dollars each quarter, and at the end of the year, you should have your $1 million. But nobody wants to do that because
you're talking French now.
Yeah, but everybody don't want to do that because when you do that, now you've taken you put the onus back on you because now you know what kind of metrics, what kind of measures you got to make.
Right.
If you're gonna sit here and sell so many widgets, you got to make X amount of phone calls each day. If you make X amount of phone calls each day, totaling X amount each week, you should be kind of hitting some of them goals. But people don't want to do that.
Alana Harrison says she loves your content.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I said your name right, Alana. Alana Harrison. Anyway, she said she loves your content and don't charge to my head, not my heart. Getting your name right.
Lab is an expert linguist in pronouncing names. He gonna get it really right, or he gonna get it really wrong. My man. But just we're looking at that. I just think we really got to be realistic about for everything we want to do, you got to look at the other side of it. What am I willing to give up?
Right.
What am I willing to give up? And I don't think a lot of people ask that. I have just being a little transparent. One of my sons, and he's doing great now. He's a junior in high school, and I remember when he was younger, he had a lot of behavior issues, and I'm talking about all the time, every other week. Mr. Burden, Christopher, Mr. Burden. I ain't gonna say his name, but hell, he know.
Right.
Shit, just he's doing this, he doing that, and all that kind of stuff. And I could just see it was a lot on my ex-wife to just be dealing with him. But I'm out there making that money.
Right.
I'm tax guy, radio, this, that, and that. And at the end of the day, I had to just say to myself, look, you out here making this paper, but your son's suffering.
Right.
And I had to sit there and say to myself, like, look, let's fold back. Let's fold back. Let me get him together and make sure he's straight. Now, that kid now, this is elementary. He's a junior in high school doing excellent. Excellent honor roll student and all that kind of stuff. We got a lot of stuff straightened out with him. I haven't had a problem with him. Hell, by the time he got to elementary, he had already got everything straight. But I was so focused on building my thing that I won't say I had forgot about my family, but, it wasn't the priority.
Right.
And I'm just keeping it real, and that ain't that difficult. A lot of times people can say, well, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. It's easy to say what you would and wouldn't do if you ain't in a situation.
Right.
If you ain't in a situation to make X amount of damn dollars, you don't know what the hell you're going to damn do.
Right.
If you ain't got X amount of dollars in your damn pocket, it's easy to say, well, I wouldn't do this. You hear the folks say, how do athletes mess up all that money? Well, you get that kind of money, see what the hell you'll do.
Right.
I mean, you can say that.
Because if you get that kind of money, you always think that it's never going to be gone.
Exactly.
Right.
So you really don't know what the hell you'll do. And I think that was a glaring where everybody got their PPP. And that auto loan, that shit gone.
That's coming back around, too. Y'all better get it together.
Shit. They done bought all them cars.
I've heard NPR, they say they finna start accounting for their money.
That's another show, Lab.
I know.
But you see that when people got all these big cash infusions, shit gone.
Right.
Shit gone. They try to figure out where it went. And it's nothing uncommon. If you ain't used to building that kind of money, it ain't hard to lose that kind of money.
Right.
1 or 2 damn purchases. But I don't think people are willing to look at what they're willing to give up to achieve certain things. What are you going to be giving up to be doing it? Are you going to be missing? Are you cool with missing birthdays, missing events, missing Christmas, them holidays, and all that kind of stuff? Can't be there and all that kind of stuff. And for you to get to that certain point, I'm just saying, it's easy to sit here and somebody can tell you, well, look, don't do this, don't sacrifice. Shit, when you building and you want to get to a certain level, you got to be honest about that. And again, people can sit here and tell you that I didn't have to do that, you don't have to do that, but they probably been in them shoes.
Right.
And for you to get to a certain level, you're going to have to do some things you don't want to do. That could be as far as with your family, and it's nothing you consciously trying to neglect. It's just that you're on this track to do something, and some things just kind of fall to the wayside.
Right.
And I'm just keeping it real, because a lot of times people want to just be successful and do certain things and think that they can keep their same lifestyle the way it is in order to build that. But shit, if it's that easy, you won't be in the situation you're in.
Right.
And that's if you want to do like a career change, you want to advance in your career. When you go from being working on the floor, to a shift leader, to a shift supervisor, to a plant manager, your ass gonna give up some stuff.
That's true.
You're gonna give up some stuff personally. And your income gonna increase. Your stature gonna increase.
Right.
But something has to give.
That's true.
Something gotta give. And I just think people don't look at that aspect. Now, sometimes you'll see somebody that has progressed and achieved a couple things, they step back, man, I don't want to deal with that shit. Man, I got to miss work, I got to do this, that, and that. But they've had a taste of it and they understand that. But when you're on the other side, you're trying to build, I don't think people want to look at that.
Right.
Everybody want to have this $1 million trucking business. Everybody want to have this $1 million waist trainer business. Hear me out, lad. What we got? Waist trainer, trucking, restaurant, pressure wise.
Food. Well, let's just say food
Food
truck. Everybody want to have Yeah, shoot now radio. I mean radio. Everybody want to be top.
Podcast flooded like
Podcast
hell.
full like hell. Everything, all that. But it takes a sacrifice to do any of that stuff. It takes a sacrifice, and I had a thing for a while when I was working a job, but I also wanted to know about real estate, and I wanted to know how to buy it, sell it, and how you could. At this time, this is when the flipping houses first came about. So it was a friend of mine. Well, he wasn't really a friend, but he was kind of a friend that I worked with at a shopping center property manager that flipped houses. So I said, well, let me come work with you on, because he did all stuff by himself.
Yeah.
Let me come work with you on the weekends. He paid me a little money, whatever. But I went and worked with him on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I gave up all the weekends because he worked every Saturday, Sunday, Mother's Days, all that.
Didn't matter.
But he didn't care. Now Christmas and stuff, he didn't do it. But all the weekends he worked. We putting up wood, we putting up drywall, we running electrical and all that stuff. But I'm learning how he's doing it. I see what he's doing, and that's when I first learned about, okay, I'm fix this house up, and I'm gonna use this house as collateral to buy my next house.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And once I sell this house, I'll take that money and buy the third house.
Yeah.
And that's how I learned how they were doing that, because literally he basically started it with no money.
Yeah.
And that's how he did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know how to do that. So I sacrificed weekends and holidays so I can learn with him and also make a little weekend money.
Yeah.
But learn what I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
And that was a sacrifice. I didn't see my kids probably for 2 years straight on the weekends.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to Whitewater or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I give you the money to go, but I got to go to work. And he wasn't no type of work that he worked 7 to 3. He worked 7 to 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. You're acquired $1 million in gain.
Right.
Hey, thanks again for tuning in to VA. Quick shout out to everybody that's tuning in tonight's show. Again, it's the Dollar. I am Deonte Burden. Tonight's show we're talking about the sacrifice of success. We're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. So thanks.
LinkedIn just said something. They having a problem finding your stream.
Okay, that'd be okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant, and I just said okay.
Okay. We'll catch it. But tonight again we're talking about the sacrifice of success. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. But when you start thinking about that kind of stuff, what you got to give up.
Right.
And man, I had these conversations with people. They want the result, but they don't want the stuff they got to deal with it.
Right.
And
everybody shows pictures of the end product. I mean, but nobody shows you the beginning.
Yeah, and the reason why I think most people show a picture of the end product, most of the time, the damn end product really isn't what what you're showing. That Ferrari or Bentley is rented, and that house is rented, and all the other kind of stuff. The lifestyle ain't what it is.
Right.
I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just saying, 25 years being an accountant and doing taxes, I see paperwork other people don't see. Mm-hmm. And so, that's why I'm sitting here saying that. And that's why I try to be transparent with you guys in regards to my life and what I see and what I know, because you do have some people out here lucky. Mm-hmm. They hit the lottery, bam, they got, and it happens quick. But for the most part, it's going to be a process. Mm-hmm. And I don't think people are willing to go through those painful processes. What we been doing this shit 4 years, Lab?
Right,
4 years. 4 years. And it just, this time last year, man, hell, shit, what? Probably 2,000 subscribers.
2,000.
Strong. Strong.
Creeping up slowly. Then all of a sudden it boomed. I mean.
But the key was we didn't quit.
Right.
And it's the last point we were just talking about everybody with these podcasts. I see them all the time. Just not knocking nobody because, again, you want to do it. That's great. But I see so many people do what they're accustomed to. They run the podcast for about 3 or 4 months. They're not getting traction. Mm-hmm. They're not getting no money. And they stop. Mm-hmm. Because they did see the YouTube video that said, hey, you can make millions of dollars doing a podcast.
Right.
Because this show makes this. And this show makes that. But they don't say that, look, you got to pay money in advertising. Mm-hmm. Your ass got to get out there and beat the concrete. Mm-hmm. You got to make all kind of posts each day. You got to sit here and build your following.
Right.
And people don't understand that.
Yeah, that posting every day is important.
Every day.
You got to talk to the people. When you're on live, you got to make sure you let them know that you see them. That's the type of stuff you got to do. And a lot of people, they don't understand that podcasting is great. I know not anybody who wants to try it. But podcasting is something, you got to have content. And it can't be the same old content. You gotta have fun doing. You gotta look like it's natural. All that stuff plays into this.
And the only way you get around that if you a celebrity or athlete,
Right.
where you guys got already a following already.
Right.
But when you start talking about from scratch and you go buy your mics and all that kind of stuff, y'all had a good time on the show talking, and you're like, damn man, I'm money into it. Why we ain't growing outside the people we know? It's just how that is.
Right.
You gotta spend some of this, spend some of your time and all that kind of stuff, run ads and all that kind of, and that's how it even with your business.
Right.
People start their own business up. They'll post on Instagram, post on Facebook, and if people you know buy it, they'll buy it. They may share, but that ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Right.
You got to beat that concrete. You got to do this. You got to pay the ads. You got to do a lot, and people just aren't interested, built for it, accustomed to it, or whatever.
What's the one you always tell me? The example you always tell me about Elon Musk, how they was up in that attic.
Yeah.
Coding.
That whole thing, I was loud bringing up when I was talking about, I was looking at read the whole story about Elon Musk and his brother, how they were just spending, Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and SpaceX and with a solar company
solar panels.
And him and his brother, man, they were doing all that damn. He was saying how they were living in a one-room attic in California. They spent all day coding before they made PayPal, and they'll go to the YMCA, take a bath, maybe get some pizza, and then go back in the room coding all night, before they built PayPal. And you just think about it, that's all we did for like 2 or 3 years. Sat there and coded all day long. But then when you see him now, he's sending people to damn in space.
300 billion
exactly. 300 billion, and then, you got your Teslas going, your batteries going. And just hearing him saying how they grinded so damn hard, him and his brother, it was just amazing to me. Like, for real?
I think I watched it too. I think I went back. I read his book. He had a book. He said they don't even remember looking up at each other most of the time. One would come and code, the other one would get up and go do what they got to do, come back, let the other one go do, then they just both being there looking at the computer the whole time.
Yeah, you just think about it. And that's the dude on Tesla. He looking at, no, man, that's the grind you got to have.
Right.
And he said and they'll go to the YMCA, take a bath, and come back home and start back coding. Do that for years. And that's the kind of dedication that you need to get there. And if you don't have that, you'll have, again, that word is grace, successes, but at the end, you're only going to be limited to the amount of effort you put in there.
Right.
Now, key disclaimer, guys, I do want to say this. Your success is not necessarily going to be attributed to the amount of effort or how hard you work on something. A lot of times, your success is going to be determined how much rebound for the failures and setbacks you have. Because you got people that work hard as hell, but they still be in the same position.
True.
But you got people that make failures and setbacks, they take them as learning points, and they rebound. Because you done sat there and worked on this deal or this project for 2 or 3 months, shit didn't go the way you wanted to go. Some folks just can't get out of bed from them. Man, I did this, I worked on it, it didn't work. And it's just like, man, it didn't go right. And your perspective will dictate how you adjust from that. But look, man, I know next time, what not to do and everything. Or some people just like, I don't even want to do it no more.
True.
And that, I think, is a bigger correlation in regards to how successful you're going to be. The way you rebound from certain things in your life as opposed to how hard you work. Because you got a lot of folk working hard. I mean, shit.
Right.
Folk picking cotton like hell, but they never own the cotton.
I don't think they pick the cotton no more. I think they got the cotton baler now.
Let me tell you something.
They're not picking cotton, are they?
I went to Florida a couple weeks ago, going through Alabama. Let me tell you something. Alabama got more cotton fields.
Right.
Like, I was like, what the hell
am I doing here?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you thanking God you got a full tank of gas in there.
Right.
Like, man, if I got to piss, I'm looking for a cup.
Right.
But I ain't stopping out here. All that, cotton everywhere. What the hell?
Right.
I thought this shit was outsourced now. But it was, shout out to Alabama and all them cotton fields. Wow. Yeah,
Let your heart palpitate a little bit.
You bullshit.
Push down on the gas a little bit harder, didn't you?
Shit, you had no damn idea.
That's one of them areas where the Sarah Puyo say, "What you doing over here, boy?"
We ain't pissing nowhere around there.
Right.
We just rolling. All that damn cotton and Trump signs. That's all I see.
That definitely let you know.
Cotton
And Trump.
Cotton and Trump signs.
Yeah. Okay.
Boy, that's South Alabama, boy. Cotton and Trump signs. They go everywhere. Shit. I don't care how bad you got to pee. We just gonna hold it. Hold it. Use your hand, baby.
Right.
We ain't stopping out here. Hell no.
Not at all.
Hell no, man. But just again, tonight we're talking about the sacrifice of success. And I think a lot of times people need to just be realistic. Whatever you're trying to do, number one, is it possible? Is it realistic what you're trying to do? Because at the end of the day, it's easy to say, no, you don't limit yourself, you can do this. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to sell some high-end products to some low-end people, how far are you going to go?
Right.
And if you're trying to sell some high-end products and you don't know how to deal with high-end people. Now, I ain't talking about broke folks trying to just buy expensive stuff. We're talking about sustaining now. Mm-hmm. It's one thing you try to sell some, some expensive stuff and one or two people buy it. We're talking about sustainability. Mm-hmm. And one thing I look at, like with Kanye West, he probably knew in his immediate circle, for what he was trying to do with his fashion line, it wasn't going to go so far.
Right.
So he had to go down there, I guess become a French citizen. I'm joking, but just learn, he had to go and go knee deep in with them folks and take out probably the BS that comes with the learning curve of how that fashion industry works, going to those different showcases and fashion shows, probably sometimes getting turned away a lot and stuff like that till he get it. Cool. This is my vision of what I'm trying to put out there. Right. But for me to get it out there, I got to go learn and meet these people that deal in the high-end fashion. Right. We're doing that to sell the kind of, at the price point of the product I want to sell, I got to go there so I can get put in these particular stores and put in these particular junk. But he had to go to that. Mm-hmm. And that's just how that goes. You trying to sell your $1,000 shoes to people that really can't, like I say, some people buy them, but keeping you sustainable with doing it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And again, your money chain different when you have, I won't say a crossover market, but you have a market where, or following rather, that it doesn't matter. It crosses over genders, it crosses over races, it crosses over sexuality, it crosses over economic levels, and it doesn't matter. You just got people that follow you, a la Michael Jackson. Right. You know what I'm saying? I remember Eddie Murphy said that one time. He said, "Man, them dudes in Bucharest love Mike Jackson. So they want to blow shit all day. They stopped and started dancing for Mike. Right. And he was one of them kind of people. It didn't matter, man. He just went over. Everyone just loved him.
His brand just carried that.
Exactly. And there are certain things like in fashion and business or people that folks look at them that just like that. Mm-hmm. And you got to be realistic when you start talking about feasibility. Is what you're trying to do even realistic about doing it? So you start talking about just having them sacrifices. Number one, you even looking at something that's even possible. Now, knowing the difference of what you want to do and reality. Right. That's two different things. Okay. And that's kind of funny because, like I said again, we don't want to get don't limit yourself, this, that, and that. I get it. Right. I had visions of my little salon over there for Old National being a high-end salon. Because everybody always talk about, they want this, they want that. But I couldn't get no Negroes want to pay high-end salon
price.
Booth rent.
A booth rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't want to do it. Now if you go to any one of them stylists, social media, celebrity stylists and all this other kind of stuff, this, that, and that. But I'm working with everybody. Well, can I pay you when I get this? Mm-hmm. Can I pay you, Deonte, when I get that? Shit, I thought you were a celebrity stylist. You got a picture with this rapper, a picture with this reality show. But they couldn't even pay me no damn booth rent. Right. And your cousins, boy. God damn. Your cousins. Boy. But they market themselves to be that. Right. Now, like I said, in their mind, everybody, it's Atlanta. Everybody's dealing with celebrities. They want to have somebody come by their restaurant, come by their club and everything. But again, is what you're doing for celebrity, and we start looking, let's be realistic, guys. Celebrities are probably half of 1% of the population.
Right.
So if you sitting there saying to yourself like, okay, I want to deal with these particular people, like you ain't got but a small fraction of people to deal with. And like I said, if you ain't one of them kind of people to deal with them kind of folks, you gonna have a tough time.
Yeah.
Again, I would say 90.
Back over to Joe Pup.
Yeah, 99% of this world is a regular.
Right.
And if you
you need to deal with the regular folks first.
Yeah, and again, realistically, we were talking about, just do you even have the capacity to deal with these certain people? And that's why I say sometimes, I see it, people dealing in businesses like, just with clothing, interior design, those kind of things, depending on where you want to list it. Do you know do you even know how to deal with them type of people?
I think a lot of times when people do the clothing and interior design, it's not their passion of what they want to do, it's what they see everybody else doing a lot of times. They don't know that.
It's a fad.
Right, they don't know. You go ask them what kind of stitching is inside these jeans or what kind of stitching you got that shirt going, they probably couldn't tell you. And that's the inside of the game right there.
The Scotch ain't got you do it.
Man.
I'm sorry, lad.
That's
Happy
okay.
birthday.
It was good, though. I'm finished.
You finished?
Yeah. I finished that.
Lad might be on the ones and twos for the night over with.
Put a little hair on my chest. Like the young man who died from the Louis Vuitton and Off-White, Virgil. I went on his page just to see. Every day that guy was posting a new idea that he had. But I mean, he was considered premium. He was considered the person who dealt with them folks.
Yeah.
But he still had to keep evolving, and he had his foot in the dough. He had his foot in the dough.
Yeah.
And he still felt as if I got to keep thinking up these new ideas. I got to keep thinking up new concepts, new advertising, new marketing to keep people watching what I'm doing. And he was a celebrity designer. You get what I'm saying? He designed it for Louis Vuitton.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody named Mama wants some Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
But he still felt that as if he had to evolve and get it right, and feel like you can't be stagnant on the fact that this is Louis Vuitton. You got to have something to catch the eye of the buyer, of the person who wants to be a consumer to your product. Even he felt like that, and a lot of us don't understand that process.
It's an awesome point with Lab bringing up in regards to just sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to make $10,000 one month, but can you make $10,000 every month?
Right.
Can you, and also not make $10,000 every month for a couple of years, increase to $20,000 and $30,000?
Mm-hmm.
That sustainability is key, because like I said, you don't want to get spikes confused.
Right.
We even with the YouTube channel, man, when it exploded, we had that real big spike back in February, and I was just like, I don't know if you remember, Lab. I said, let me see how this shit go for 3 months.
Yeah.
And I said, if we can kind of go from there. Now, we hadn't had no spikes like that. They've been here or there, but nothing like how it was.
Right.
But it's been growing.
Right.
Again, and my whole thing was, I want to see how this goes to see if, okay, this is just like something that hit.
And you kept setting the goals to see if you could make the goals.
Yeah.
And see how it was going.
And I made them, what I always say, make them incremental.
Right.
You make them incremental where they can achieve. But I wanted to kind of just look like, okay, look, this shit is growing, but is this something that we're going to be able to keep doing? Because I didn't want to get something viral confused with something going to be sustainable.
Right.
And so that's why I think a lot of times people don't necessarily want to make a product, create something. Hey, how y'all doing? Everybody on social media, I appreciate you guys tuning in. People don't know I have approximately 4 or 5 cameras in front of me. So I'm looking everywhere, so please don't think I'm ignoring you. I appreciate it. I love you guys tuning in. But I got a lot of stuff in front of me.
Right.
So that's why my head going everywhere and stuff like that. But and again, guys, remember, I am going to open the floor by the end of the show, any questions you got. But that sustainability is key. And I don't think a lot of time people put a lot of thought process in regards to what am I building? Am I building something that I'm going to be able to keep doing? Now, some people cool with, man, I just hit a real good lick.
Right.
But a lot of times when you want to sit here and build something to do that, Lab will tell you, man, when we hit that little spike, I wouldn't knee deep in. I ain't just.
You ain't rest on the laurels.
I ain't do that.
Right.
So okay, we got this going. Let me put some more money in ass.
Right.
Let me do this. Let me come make some more videos. And that's the kind of thing you got to look at. And I did that because the people that were at and that are at the place I want to be, that's what they do. That's what they do. I look at those top finance channels. I look at Boyce Watkins. I look at Noel Randall. I look at all those people with all these, you know.
So they got 10,000 people
man,
watching.
come on, man. What's my man? Richard Fain. I look at those guys, man. I remember Richard Fain. I remember when he had 20,000 subscribers. He way over 300 now.
I was watching a channel. It's a channel I watched. This guy started out as he was doing like 10 top 10s. Then he started the biography channel. Then he started a mega building channel. But each one of his channels on YouTube got over 1 million followers. And he doesn't even live stream. He just tape them and put them out. But I watched it from the beginning. When he first started, he had maybe 200 subscribers. Then all of a sudden he had 200,000 subscribers. Then all of a sudden he had 1 million subscribers. Then once he got to 1 million, he started another channel. And right as soon as he started that channel, he had 1 million subscribers right at the beginning of the channel. But he used that I saw the grind and I saw the progression. I saw how he was recording and then messing up, but still posting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I saw that.
Well, that's why I always look at like brother Kevin Samuels. I mean, I look back at 18. I used to like look at his channel because he always talk about, you know, everybody know I like wearing my suits and colognes.
Right.
He always get the best fall fragrances, spring cologne and stuff. Hell, he was taking his stuff out of damn like a little closet.
Right.
Nothing with these suits and all this stuff.
Doing now, right?
Hell no.
Hell
no. It's a real. If you go look at them Kevin Samuel 8 years ago, I mean, not you probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
Oh, this straight Asher the Classic.
The evolution is for real.
Yeah, for real. But he always had good videos about the different colognes for the different time of year. So I used to always check out his stuff then.
Right.
This stuff now with the women and stuff, that's just, he evolved to that. You know, I ain't knocking it. But that's what I remember, you know, the brother putting them videos out about then, because I like looking at a lot of stuff with, you know, grooming and all that kind of those shows. But just looking at the grind that people had to put into it, and again, that's why I try to drop as many videos, make stuff is good. Keep upon, I always right, make sure I'm taking care of people. And, you know, it's work, but I just think a lot of times people don't want to go, you know, what you're trying to do, is it realistic? Or do you have the capacity to do it? And if you don't have the capacity, what I mean, capacity being ability, that means being in certain worlds where you can deal with people. You want to sell corporate products, you've never been in corporate America. That doesn't mean you don't want to, you need to stop. But it does mean you need to, hey, let me go engulf myself in the right situation to learn it so I can get to the target market that I want to get to. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to give that up? Because you might go X amount of times where you know you're not making the money. My money making season's finna come up tax season. So we at right now, November, December, January, may get some money coming in the end of February. We talking about damn near 4 damn months. Your boy out here putting out. Now when the money come, the money come.
Right.
But shit, who the hell out here working 4 damn months they ain't get no money coming in?
You gotta pay first.
Hey man, come on now.
What's your regular living expense?
Hey, there you go. There you go. So you gotta be disciplined, all this kind of stuff to be able to do that.
Right.
Who's willing to do that? Now, when I want to talk about something right now, this is what I think a lot of times people don't spend a lot of time thinking about. When we start talking about the sacrifices that you got to make. And it's a word that I think a lot of times people think they really need it. But I just know personally I had to actually deal with this to decide what I wanted. And that word is called support. I hear so many times people like, yeah, you know, my girl is behind me, and the ladies, you know, I got a good man. They support me and my family. You know, I got a village. Shit, I ain't had none of that. I got a lot of people that love Poochie.
Right.
Care about Poochie. But when I had some funky times in the past year and a half, I got some great friends that care about me as a person. But they be in the stuff. Shit.
That's a totally different story.
Man, let me tell y'all something. And I kind of attribute, I think about, you know, when the slaves, you look at how when the slaves decided to leave the plantation, most slaves couldn't read. Most slaves hadn't even been off the plantation. Didn't have shoes or nothing like that. And they had one thing that guided them up north was that, the North Star. And if you start thinking about the determination it needs, that you ain't got nothing else but a damn light that you looking at in the middle of the night to guide you when you have no knowledge. Like I said, no shoes, you ain't been off of it. And you think about the kind of journey that they had to take without having any kind of outside instructions to do that. What that kind of took to just get, I don't think people really sit there and think about what it took to do that.
Right.
To just be looking at a star at nighttime, or maybe look how a damn river flowed, how they had to go on them different paths to do that. And when you start going down this walk, this entrepreneurial, or you want a career advancement, it's a lonely ass walk. And you need to make sure that you say to yourself, I'm okay if I don't get nobody to pat me on the back. I'm okay if my old lady, she was cool at first, but now she kind of fading away.
She's salty.
Yeah, she's salty. My man told me, you always at work. Why you always doing this? Why you doing that? But you got a vision for you. You got a vision for you. And you hope they see it. You hope they care, but they ain't damn obligated to it.
Right.
And if your ass really, really want it, you really, really want to be there, you're going to say, damn all that shit. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm telling you, I'm where I am right now because I wanted to be there.
Right.
And most people to get where they want to get, they had to say that same damn thing. Because when you, it's cool when you got money coming in. It's cool when you got a following coming in. It's cool when everything happening. But when that shit stop and you still got to keep fighting through it, you cannot get upset. You cannot get mad when people don't see your damn vision because it's just your damn vision. They're not obligated to see that. You don't want your significant other to leave you, but shit, if they leave because things ain't working, let them get the hell on. Because at the end of the day, you do not want to be in a situation where you left something early to keep something, and you living in a life with what else? Right. I wish I had a damn all that shit. So I just want people to understand. We start thinking about support. When you get into things, always make sure that you're not so stuck on that I got people that are going to help me out. They may. And if you have to do it, great. But don't be surprised if they disappear. Not because they don't love you, not because they don't care, but you can't have folk vested in your dreams or your interests the way you are. Right. That shit is for you.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think a lot of times people don't necessarily want to
acknowledge that.
Yeah. And not just at all. Appreciate that, I had a little brain cramp. But you know, that's one of the things I just think that you have to, when nobody else in this world believe in you or see what's going on. Did anything click off? Okay, no, Instagram had kicked out for a second. When nobody else wants to see you succeed, or when they don't necessarily, go all in, because again, you may hit why you working so much? Why you keep putting money into these pop-up shows and nobody ain't buying your stuff? Shit, it ain't for them to do it. You learning. They just see you spending money. You know what I'm saying? Why you doing the damn radio show? Ain't nobody tuning in. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Because I know where the hell I'm going to be.
Right.
You don't see it. I see it. And that's all damn matters. I'm down now doing these damn taxes out my damn kitchen.
I remember you telling me that.
That's some bullshit.
Hey, Nisa niece.
Dr. Nisa,
Yeah, she said it's tough, but you have to keep fighting through. And hold on, let me get it right. Hold on.
There you go. That's my girl, Dr. Nisa.
Dr. Nisa said it's tough, but you have to fight on, even if you have to fight by yourself.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. I appreciate that. People get caught in that a lot, and they lose a lot of relationships, and a lot of things get damaged because everybody wants support. Nobody wants rejection. Everybody wants people to see the world the way they see it. Everybody wants that, and I get it. I understand. But again, remember, this is your dream. This is your vision, and you gotta understand that, guys. No matter what platform you watch, make sure you subscribe to it. Also, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. Before I lose my train of thought with that, I was just thinking about that. But definitely, guys, you have to, because that support, so many people quit because they feel like they didn't get enough support and they didn't get enough help. Damn that shit. If you really want it, and I don't give a damn if you got to take your kids with you certain places. I don't give a damn if your ass ain't slept. You going to do what you got to do to make it happen.
Right.
You going to do what you got to do to make it happen by any means necessary.
This is true.
This shit is not going to be convenient. Success is not convenient. Success is not easy. That's why the hell everybody ain't got it.
Yeah.
That's why everybody ain't got it. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's messed up, it's hard and all that kind of shit, but you feel so good about yourself when you done made it to the other side because you know what? You know you didn't quit.
That's right.
You know you went through all the bullshit to get there and you finally achieved it and you feel, man, you be so proud of yourself.
Right.
So kind of make sure you're keeping that stuff in mind. And when you do it, guys, again, you know, to make it there, take time to reflect. Take time to think about it and appreciate yourself. Be confident in yourself. You know, people say all the time, me and my little sister had a conversation about, you know, folk being humble. And I tell folks all the time, damn all that humble shit. Fucking shit.
Right.
Ain't shit humble by me.
Right.
I earned every damn thing I got. Every damn thing I got. Ain't damn person staying up late with me.
Right.
Ain't no humble shit. You can lose them one day. You damn right. And I can gain that damn shit back because I know how to get it.
Right.
You know, this ain't the cash 3. I earned this.
Right.
Ain't shit humble about it. You know, my whole life, what I've been hearing, arrogant, cocky, you think you this, that, and that.
I am.
Nah, hell, I don't think shit. Know what?
Believe all of it.
Yeah, I know all that because I know what it takes and I know how hard I work and I know what kind of commitment I make into the things that I want to do. And I think sometimes people say that humble shit, they just ain't got it. Right. I just damn that shit. But when you, that's why I say take that time to reflect. When you say, man, and be proud of yourself of what you did, all the stuff you went through to get there. Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, I'm bad.
Right.
I did this shit. Yeah, I did it. And you ain't gotta be like, yeah, well, we did this because of that, and you know, yeah, thank God, praise God, I get it. But you better damn thank your damn self a lot too.
Right.
You better thank your damn self a lot, because again, at the end of the day, God gonna love you if you start or quit.
Because you the one who fought through all the negativity. You the one who fought through all the wife or the significant other one to leave. You the one who fought through all that stuff. The nights of not sleeping, the days of worrying about how you gonna pay the bills because you trying to do something that ain't making no money right now, but you know when it do make money, it's gonna be on and popping. Yeah. You the one did all that. So
you damn right. That's why I said Jesus gonna love you regardless.
Right.
He love you before, they ain't gonna love you after.
Right.
But you gonna damn have a certain way you feel about your damn self if your ass quit. Mm-hmm. You the one gonna have to deal with that. So that's why I say understand what you're trying to do. Give it a good shot. Give up some shit. Because at the end of the day, well, you can be cool with if somebody never calls you or give you an opportunity, you tried your best. Mm-hmm. Let the doors get closed on you. Don't you close no damn doors on yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't do it.
That's good saying right there.
You know, because you can always look back, man, I tried to just didn't get nobody to call me. Mm-hmm. You can handle that. You can handle that. But you just stopping, man, that's some painful shit. I wish I had them.
Don't let the doors get closed.
Yeah, don't let the doors
get closed. Let the doors get closed on you. Don't you close the doors on yourself.
I ain't even trademark
it. I'm gonna write that down.
But you know, but with that said, there are so many people that live a life with regret, and we ain't trying to do that. We trying to sit here and just always be able to build and be so proud of ourselves. But you gotta be willing to give up. You gotta be willing to grind. You gotta be willing to do things that nobody else would do. And then if you do that, you get rewarded by it. The world rewards us, the person that's gonna be innovative. That's how you got your Airbnb. That's how you got your Uber, your Lyft. People thinking outside the box. And believing in it. Mm-hmm. And believing in it. I was listening to Gary Vee, he was just kicking himself in the tail when them guys came to him with Lyft. He was like, man, them guys will need some investors with Lyft. And he couldn't see it. He couldn't see it.
Because he kept seeing taxes.
Yeah. You know, it's just, why I say your vision is just your vision. Mm-hmm. And you can't get caught into like, man, look, man, nah. And what's that movie, Acrimony? When that dude, they offered him that money, he's like, nah, I can't do it.
Right.
He believed in himself, even though it was a fictional tale. But again, items like that happen all the time. And you gotta believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. But you gotta be willing to go through all the BS. And if you're not willing to go through that, you gotta be understanding, because I understand what we talked about before, Lab, maybe a couple of months ago. The word consequence is not necessarily a negative word.
Right.
Consequence is just what the residual of doing something. You got good consequences, because again, you can sit here and miss certain things. Like I said, my oldest son, we used to talk all the time. He was in high school. He played college ball, and like I was like, hey son, listen. If you put in this work here, you can get these scholarships. When he was in 11th grade, he committed to Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. But we had put in so much work. And so you talk about 9th, 10th grade, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now I wasn't going to sacrifice him not being a kid. But also like, hey, bro, we got to put in this work. His senior year, shit, we were chilling. He didn't have to worry about scholarships. He already committed to school. His whole, he had a lot of his friends doing that damn chilling circuit.
Yeah.
Trying to find somewhere to go to school, wasting their time. He was chilling. Mm-hmm. The consequence, he had to give us some time. But the result was, shit, when the time came time, he was chilling his senior year.
Right.
You have to understand that there's a cause and effect with a lot of stuff. And if you want to be successful in life, you got to be understanding that the pain you got to endure to get to that success point is just part of it. And if it's going to hurt, it's going to put self-doubt, it's going to put in, all kind of negative stuff in your mind, in your spirit, in other people around you. But you got to be like, damn, that shit, this is what I want.
Right.
And if you're able to do that and you make it to the other side, again, you'll be so proud of yourself and you will continue to do that same thing, because once you learn the effort it takes, the process it takes to be successful, you will continue to do it because you know what it is, Hey, listen, guys, we had an awesome show tonight, man. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. But right now, I want to open the floor up to anybody got any questions on any platforms. So, if you got any questions, business related, anything like that, the floor is open. We're going to keep it open for a couple of minutes. So if you got any questions, feel free to chime in now. So I'm here.
They still tune in, but they ain't, they don't like asking questions.
They don't like asking
questions. While we waiting on the questions to come in, we talking about early success, how you can't see the vision, and people love celebrities. So Nas, he invested in Ring early.
Yeah.
Ring was sold to Amazon for $40 billion.
Uh-huh.
His initial investment, I think, was $1 million, or $1.2 million, $1.4 million, something like that. The sale to Amazon netted him $40 million. You get what I'm saying? But he saw, okay, yeah, somebody ring the doorbell. You look like a peephole through your, doorbell. He went with it. Took some years in order to get his investment back, but he did it. Same premise of the Shark Tank.
Gotta be big.
Right. You gotta be able to, the vision that you see or the vision that you have, you gotta keep pushing. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, I think Ring was on Shark Tank too, and they didn't invest in it.
You're right. You're right. And sometimes, like I said, now again, it could have been nobody they seen it. The guy didn't pitch it right at that particular time or whatever. It could be something with them, some things with him at that particular time. But at the end of the day, the key thing, he didn't do what? He did not quit.
Right.
And again, I'm a firm believer in let doors get closed on you. Mm-hmm. Let doors get closed on you. Let it be a situation where, look, nobody ain't going to call or nobody ain't going to do it. You can live with that.
Right.
Shit just didn't work.
Right.
Like me in my studio. Laughing at that damn studio.
Oh, super producer.
Hell, name that studio. DreamWorks Entertainment.
DreamWorks Entertainment.
Right
Before
in
DreamWorks.
We was right there in the White House, across the street from Turner Field.
Oh, okay.
Right there in the back. That was our studio.
DreamWorks Studio.
DreamWorks Studio. Me and my boy Big Land. Shit, but I can tell you I blow some money. That bullshit.
Too much partying.
I knew I was gonna be a record executive. Okay. And damn, early 2000s. Everybody had a record label.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shit.
But you tried it.
Didn't
work.
And to that point, I can say to myself, did I fully engulf myself to make it successful? I wasn't going on industry stuff. I wasn't trying to learn a lot about engineering and mixing and marketing and stuff like that. I just had some damn money and bought some damn equipment. So that's why I can reflect back like, no, but I also learned stay in your lane.
Right.
But a lot of times people get bitter and they don't want to be honest with themselves about what didn't work or what they didn't do or anything. Should anybody have TikTok? Okay. I don't see anybody on TikTok had any questions. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Anybody? None of the platforms?
No,
well, listen, guys, if you have anything later, just, feel free to reach in. Again, this is a dollar hour. I'm Deonte Burden. Tonight's show, we talk about the sacrifice of success. Hope you enjoyed the show. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Got a lot of great information coming down the pike. Also going to be putting in the videos in regards to and about we hiring tax preparers for this upcoming tax season. Got training and everything provided for you as well. Be on the lookout with it's out there now. The how to start your own tax business, the short dollar tax business course. Got that going right now. Guys, listen, man. It's been an awesome 2021. Our next show, I'm going to be talking about goal setting. My annual show about goal setting, how to set your goals for 2022. what you need to get in place, how you need to go about crafting and everything. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. Also, make sure you check out my other YouTube channel, Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, where we talk about personal investment, professional development, family, parenting, children, all that great stuff. So listen, and also, guys, I want you guys to know Change Your Lives is going to go through a little evolution in 2022. A little evolution. So I think you guys are going to be pleased with that. But again, man, from the bottom of my heart, thanks to that 20,000 subscribers. Happy birthday to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
Thanks so much.
Man, listen, it's been a pleasure tonight, guys. Y'all be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys.